Hi, I'm Annika. Um, what I want to talk about on this chapter, on chapter 9, was the psychology of hunger. That's what interests me the most. I've studied this field for a while now, and so a lot of it just kind of made sense. So I thought it was pretty cool. Um, I thought it was neat to read about the experiment that they pulled 200 men and cut the diet of 36 of them in half. I thought it was neat that, of course, they lost weight, but their BMRs, or no, well, no, their body weights settled at about 25% of what they started with, 25% below what they started with, which is pretty dramatic, actually. I, and the fact that they couldn't focus on anything else besides that was hilarious. So it became their pinnacle. It consumed them is food, which makes sense. But it was neat how much it took over. You wouldn't expect. I didn't expect that. But anyways, and then the chapter goes into talk about where hunger truly comes from, and yes, it does come from the stomach, but a lot of it comes from the hormones and that are secreted by our adrenal glands, which is regulated by the brain. And so they did an experiment where because there's operations concerning cancer and other ulcers, I think, and other issues where you'd have to take the stomach out, and so would those people not feel hunger? Well, no. Hunger again comes from the hormones secreted by the brain instead, primarily. However, the stomach does help better register whether it's full or not. And the production, the hormone's called ghrelin, and there's a whole condition where Willis syndrome is when one of those glands, the one that is supposed to suppress appetite, is destroyed or malfunctioning in a certain way to where it doesn't produce it never lets the body know that, hey, I'm full, and so they're constantly hungry, and a lot of the times these kiddos, like the soldiers, that's all they focus on, that's all they're fixated on, is food and eating, because they're always hungry. They always have the basically the mindset that they're in starvation mode, and a lot of the times they have to live at home with their parents or in some sort of facility to where they have regulated access to food, because they'll eat themselves to death, literally. They'll overeat, and it can cause a variety of other medical issues along with that. Yeah. But a lot of the times the Willis disease is also coupled with forms of autism and it's comorbid with other diseases, but it's also a lot of the times those are symptoms of the overeating and that. Yeah. But I also thought it was important to mention the scripture. So whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all to the glory of God. There is balance. Starving yourself is not the answer. Clearly, your BMR drops because it's not getting the consistent and reliable amount of food, and so it really does go into starvation mode and slows down your metabolism, and you won't be able to function as well. But so starvation is definitely not the answer. and that brings up questions about the fads of intermittent fasting and these limited single food diets, but that's a whole nother topic. But also overeating and multiple meals a day, with multiple meals a day, and with an inactive or low active lifestyle is probably not the best combination either. Also, everyone should know their body enough to understand what you can handle, what you can't handle. It's all relative, honestly, but there are some basic principles and guidelines that we're given to maintain that balance and that homeostasis, especially within spirit. That there's conviction that goes along with that, and it's also not the best idea to overindulge. Oh, here we go. It is not good to eat too much honey, nor is it honorable to search out matters that are too deep. Oh, that was deep. But yeah, it's not good to overindulge. It's also not good to restrict dramatically. So that's my TED Talk. Thank you.